Welcome to Mountain Man's Garage, where we're broken. So is the car. So now that we got these new injectors, what we're going to do is go ahead and put them in. Because, for one thing, it's idling way too fast. And another thing, it just runs like kind of crap, you know. It has a lot of hesitation, and you know, those injectors, they've been sitting for 15 years. So after you've been sitting for 15 years, you get kind of stove up, and kind of hard to work after you've been laying around for 15 years not doing nothing. So anyway, we're going to put these suckers in. Right here is the mess that we have to go through. I've already had this off about 4 times and back on, cleaning and doing different stuff to it. It's been a pain, but hopefully we're right there at the end. You know, I mean, check this out. This is horrible. Like, I mean, I don't know who did this, but you know, they're my heroes, because I'm sure they was as broke as me, and it probably looked fine for quite a while until it started falling out. Since I'm a poor boy, I'm gonna do this the wrong way. I'm gonna sand this car completely off and get it ready to paint, and then I'm gonna Bondo this back. I know that sounds horrible, but hey, if you ain't got no money, I mean, would you rather drive something that looked like that, or something that looks halfway decent? And I choose halfway decent. I may take these little mirrors and move them up there. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about moving these mirrors up there. I think they look kind of cool up here on the fender, but I'm just not sure about it. I watched a video on these things here a while back and said, do not buy these. Do not mess with these, because this right here, this strut tower, will rust out and fall to pieces. And if they do, you're going to end up going off a cliff and dying. The guy I was watching, he said that, I guess it was either his brother or his cousin or his friend or somebody did that, and they died. They died. So I've been beating on these. I beat on them with a hammer some, trying to make sure they're good. And it seems like mine ain't rusted. That's a good thing. It has a lot of rust up under here. I mean, these floor pans has had significant weight reduction. Significant. And I'm having a hard time finding me some rims. You know, every other rim is 4x100, and these old Datsuns take 4x114. I think it's 114.3, but who's counting it? But yeah, it's kind of hard to find them. It's getting kind of hard to find everything for this old car. So I just wanted to show that is a new one. I've got 3 new ones on there. Never mind this. This is just a ridiculousness because I don't have these. And that's a new one. That's a new one. That's a new one. So here's what the old ones look like. So, quite a difference. Well, those injectors ain't gonna slide in on their own. All right, we got it all hooked up. All the injectors are in. This is all hooked up and ready to go. Look at that. That is bad. That's where the battery is. Oh my gosh. That needs to be cut out, probably to over to here, and cut that out. Put a whole new piece of sheet metal in there, which I'll do eventually, but it's just a rusty old car. But ever since Dad bought it for me, it's kind of got some sentimental value since he passed on. So I'd like to get it all fixed up. But yeah, hopefully it'll run now. I got all that hooked up. Now gasser. Oh man. Now what's wrong with you? There we go. I'm thinking that it's having a hard time getting fuel up there. I'm gonna have to pull that pump off, and or not the pump, but the filter off and clean it. There we go. That don't sound good. Look at that. Seems to be running good. I don't know what's up with that hard starting business. So maybe my fuel filter is getting stopped up. We'll have to check it out. It seems to be running all right though. I'd kind of like to get that idle down a little bit. That's a little too high. Oh, yeah, I guess it was just doing that because of the well, now it's just missing. I don't know. Maybe it just needs to run a little bit. The clutches are working. It's starting up good. Well, it's starting up. And now they've got these two flats on the front, and they suck. This one goes down in like a few minutes. This one is off the bead on the back side. So I'm gonna try to jack it up in the air, and that way I can wiggle on it, get her to accept the air that I'm trying to feed it. Once I get that done, once I get these tires aired up, I'm gonna go get some different tires for this thing. But I live about an hour from any place to do that. I live 30 minutes from one place, but it's closed. Today's Saturday, so I'm just gonna wait till Monday, get some tires put on these rims, and then I can drive it somewhere. But right now, I'm gonna see if I can get these tires to hold air enough to let it off of these blocks and lower it. That way I can get my mom's car. I need to work on it some, so I gotta get it done, And then, but this thing will start and run, so then I can bring it in and out without having too much problems. I also took and put some new vacuum hoses on here because it really needs those to run. I tried to run it before, and that's what was causing it to idle so fast, was that these were all cracked and busted, and some of them was even gone. So now I got the vacuum system all ready to go, and she's running a whole lot better. At some point, I need to get some new wires, a new cap, and some new plugs. I need to get some new plugs, new wires, new cap, and then once I get this back in here to work on it some more, I'm going to check the fluid on the transmission, make sure it's got enough standard transmission oil in it, and then the rear end, I need to check it. After that, once it gets to running, and I'm going to drive it, you know, a few days and kind of get the kinks worked out of it a little bit, and then once we get the kinks worked out of it, or some of them, then I'm going to start tearing this paint off and all this stuff. We're going to be sanding this thing, and we're going to paint it. All right, so I got it back on the ground. What I'm going to do now is get in there, turn the old key over, put that little whirl-a-majig whirl in there, get all of its juices flowing back here. Then I'm going to try to drive it out of here, and hopefully this will go good. The front tires are junk, they're leaking bad, so I'm going to get it out of here. I may have to put some air in the tires, but I'm going to get it out of here, hopefully, without anything horrible happening. Tires, it's alright. We'll see. Junk out there. For me. Get out of here. Get on out of here. All right, just got her out of here. Let's check it out. Tires already going down. check out this one. These are holding. But this one here is not holding. Let's see what she looks like in here. Oh, golly, dang it. Oh. Dang snake is trying to slither down onto my back of my neck when I try to get in here. Good grief. What are you doing? Get in there. Now, door don't close. Let's see what it does now. I don't know if the barely. Not really. Not really. Yeah, that is like bad. Let's see. I think my fuel filter or something is getting really, man, that steering is like froze up. Good gracious. We got the e-brake for a brake. You know, I'm thinking, since it runs better facing downhill, and it's looks like it's fixing to die. Oh yeah. Oh, a little bit of life. So now I got to get this thing, take that fuel filter off and try to clean it out. There she goes down again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pressure wash this thing, but I'm going to get the snow off here first just to see kind of what, that way we can see a better representation of what it looked like before and after.